Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Star with Star Tarot. Welcome, welcome, welcome. For those of you that continue to do so time and time again, as always, it is greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I do want to give you the warmest welcome ever and let you know that everything done on this channel is in love and love and light only. If you are new to a twin flame situation, this reading may or may not resonate with you. For those of you that know all about the twin flame journey and you know that you are in a twin flame journey, you will recognize right away if this reading is for you or not. Okay, so everyone, I'm prompting you to use your own discernment to know how you fit into this particular reading, if at all. So you're going to want to pick up what I'm putting down and that does resonate and simply leave the rest. Okay, point blank, period. The other thing I want to say is when I'm speaking of masculine and feminine, I'm not speaking about gender. I'm speaking about who in the connection is pulling more so off of their feminine and who is pulling off more, from their masculine. Because in a connection, in a twin flame connection, there's always someone that is more connecting with the feminine side and another person that is operating out of the masculine side. Please forgive me for my speech today. I've had a lot of readings today, and I also want to apologize. I have a neighbor that has this little motorbike contraption, and he's just constantly going by. So we're going to try to get through this reading. I've filmed this several times already, so we're going to push through. So please just forgive all the disturbances, and we are going to move forward with this reading. And this is going to be the last time that I film this. Yes, yes, and yes. Okay, so let's get into this reading. Okay, we're going to look at the masculine side first. All right. God of vulnerability. God of vulnerability is all about the masculine being brought to the knees through realization of true feelings that are surfacing about the divine feminine and about this connection. The masculine is literally being hit over the head with a flood of emotions that the masculine does not know what to do with, is trying to make sense of and trying to do the inner work during this time. And to be quite honest, the masculine is feeling a bit weakened by the position that the masculine is in. The masculine is just now acknowledging that the feelings that the masculine has had for the feminine is a lot stronger than the masculine had even, acknowledged. All right. And I think because there's been so much uncertainty and we're living in a time where there's so much chaos going around, you're looking and grasping for the things that are certain. And the masculine now realizes that the feminine in the masculine's life has been a staple individual that the masculine has had feelings for, and that the feminine has had feelings for him. And so there's this new realization that, these feelings are deeper. Or maybe for some of the masculines, not even knowing that there was real romantic feelings for the feminine, was kind of just going through the motions, going through a likeness of the feminine, not as much as a true romantic, deep, intimate attraction that equates to love. And so this has been the acknowledgement that has come to awaken the masculine, if you will, at this point. And so the masculine is brought to his knees at such information that the masculine was either suppressing or just, was running away from. So what is going on in the mind of the masculine The masculine definitely has gone through some past hurts, some failed relationships in seasons past, and is afraid of this connection, just downright afraid of it. But there's also a feeling of inadequacy. The masculine does not have any idea what all these feelings are about, how to deal with them, if the masculine wants to even, expose these feelings to himself, let alone to the feminine, and what does the masculine really have to offer the feminine? I do feel like the masculine wants to come together and eventually offer the feminine something, because the feelings that are coming through are now going to awaken just how much the masculine cares and loves for the feminine. So there's a real focus that is going on internally. So internally, the masculine is trying to make sense of it all. And in that includes himself, how he feels about himself, his security, and his future. And if he is uncertain to some of this, how in the hell can he bring anyone into his uncertainty? Still and so, the masculine decides to take some real time and focus on himself and his feelings towards the feminine, and ultimately how to offer something much more to the feminine due to his lack of expression, his lack of time and attention. And so this is what is on the mind of the masculine. Now, how does the masculine perceive the feminine, and what does the masculine now realize or will realize here in the near future that the feminine really, really wants? And he sees so very clearly that the feminine has always not only acknowledged this connection, but has ultimately chosen him as the one for her. And so there's a level of embarrassment and guilt, because it's like the feminine in his eyes, she has it all figured out. She has it all together. She knows what she wants. She knows what she feels. And she goes after that. How can I show up when I'm so uncertain, when I'm weak? He feels weak. The masculine feels that the feminine has more awareness, more power over this connection, because she is a powerhouse to be able to see this, to be able to deal with these feelings. And he's like, how in the hell has she dealt with my bullshit? How in the hell has she dealt with these feelings? Some of these masculines know exactly what the feminine has been through in seasons past. And for the feminine to be able to pick up and continue to love and get hurt, and to love again and get hurt again, and so on and so on, there's a great strength that the masculine now, acknowledges within the feminine, but he knows that he himself, as the masculine, is not as courageous. And that in itself also adds to his inadequacy. But still, in that, knowing that ultimately what the feminine wants is this true connection and has chosen him, also gives him a small sense of pride, a small sense of peace, to know that without me giving to her the way that she deserves, without me showing up and giving that time and attention and being consistent, she still has chosen me. So this is when the masculine is going to get the strength back to eventually approach the feminine or stop running from the connection. All right? So Yeah, this is an awakening period for the masculine. Now, looking at the feminine, the goddess of destruction, she is not with the shit, okay? The goddess of destruction, being the divine feminine, is like, you know what? For some of the feminines, it's like, you know what? I have given ample amount of time, okay, for the masculine to get it together. And I'm going to either say what I got to say. This could be ultimatums. This could be simply just walking away. But she's coming in like a whirlwind. No more enabling, you know, no more settling. She's coming in, and he's right. She does have a sense of confidence. The feminine knows what the feminine wants, and the feminine has chosen the masculine. But the feminine understands that he who finds him a wife finds him a good thing. So the feminine understands that it's the masculine's job to ultimately choose her. And she has not been chosen. And she's not happy about that. Okay? The feminine has been working with the inner self-love and the inner truths that say, I do deserve, I am, I am valuable, and I have options. So it's like, get your shit together or I'm out. So this is where the divine feminine is. The divine feminine is like, you know what? Get up. Stand up. Be a man. Put an H on your chest and handle it. Okay? I have been through the fire and back. I now am the fire. And the feminine is just really in a very, very strong position at this point, and is not really trying to entertain the masculine's lack of commitment, lack of communication, lack of show up and attention. The feminine's is not in a compassionate stance at this point. The feminine has stand the test of time, and feels as if the feminine has not received. All right, so what is in the mind of the feminine? What does she plan to do when it comes to the masculine? Couldn't believe it when I saw it, but I mean, it aligned right up to it. This is the Eight of Cups. The divine feminine is out, y'all. The divine feminine is like, I've had enough. I'm cleaning my hands of this. I'm going to higher ground. I don't want to be left in the dark wondering anymore, and I won't. And the reason why she's out, y'all, is because there was those sleepless nights, worrying, no communication coming in. The masculine could have been entertaining other individuals and not spending enough time or attention to the feminine, but the feminine cried enough tears, lost enough sleep, okay, worried time and time again, and she's tired, y'all, which ultimately has put her in the defense with the Nine of Wands, wounded, damaged in a way, and now she's on defense. The feminine is on defense, okay? And so this is why she's coming in like this, okay? Because the feminine has had to build herself back up, all right? And so when it comes to the feminine, how does she think that the masculine perceives her? The Queen of Pentacles, okay? The feminine is like, yeah, so I feel like the masculine looks at me as, the nurturer, like I've just got it all together. I don't really need, I have everything that I want. And the feminine is right. That is exactly what the masculine has thought about up until now. Oh, the feminine's good. She don't really need me. She's got it all together. But she has no idea that the masculine now realizes, oh, wow. Okay, so this is what, right. She's chosen me. She's serious. She's really. So the feminine is like, I mean, he doesn't think that I need, but I do. All right. So this is what's going on here. So to clarify this, okay, I wanted some clarification as to, as a whole, what is all of this boiling down to? All right. Um, the turkey card comes out, right? Someone is behaving stupidly, all right? This is the energy from the feminine, all right? And then out comes dealings with or relationship with a man. So, the masculine feels like, he feels weak. He feels like he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. The feminine feels the same exact way. He's not dealing with this, but the feminine perceives that he's just being a stupid man. Okay? The feminine does not realize that the masculine is literally going through an awakening period to understand and acknowledge her existence in his life and in her heart. But she's like, well, he's just being another stupid man. The caterpillar card pops up here and it says, things will not always be this way. A change is coming. All right? So, yeah, the universe has spoken. Like, yeah, there is some immaturity here. There is some lack here. The feminine is clearly bruised, but the feminine needs to understand that the masculine is bruised as well. All right? So, this is what I'm seeing. Now, when we look at this connection, the one thing that is coming up here is abandonment. So the feminine feels abandoned at this point in time. She feels abandoned. So when the feminine is going to higher ground with the Eight of Cups, the feminine is not leaving from the state of mind of, I'm leaving the man that I love and the man that loves me, and I just don't want to be in this connection anymore. The feminine is leaving from the standpoint of, I feel abandoned in so many ways, in love, support, time, attention. The feminine feels abandoned, all right? And so will the masculine when the feminine walks away. So you may have already walked away from your masculine. You may not have heard from your masculine if you are the feminine, and you may have disconnected emotionally from this connection. But I feel like both of you feel abandoned, all right, in your own way, and from seasons past of other relationships. You both suffer from abandonment issues, whether it's parents or relationships. There's abandonment issues here. So this is what needs to be mended here. This is what the issue is, because there's some abandonment, because the masculine doesn't want to have the conversation and needs to figure some things out, and the feminine just doesn't have any more time to sit here and enable that shit. So they're both feeling abandoned. And it's like, okay, so there's an abandonment of this connection at this point in time. But what's clear and prominent is that there is unconditional love here between the feminine and the masculine that has been here. And this is not, for some of you, this is not your first go around of the Eight of Cups. Right? And this is why for some of you the goddess of destruction is like, I'm serious this time, but this unconditional love that is here between the two, the caterpillar is here to say that things will not always be this way and a change is coming. So, this is the conclusion of this connection right now. Um, I sense that it's not over. I feel like the next time we come around to this reading, there could be the possibility that the masculine has gotten the healing that the masculine needs and has sorted through some things and at least can offer some attention and some communication and sharing of the feelings. That's contingent on if the feminine is willing to lend an ear to what. Okay, so with that being said, let's see what the masculine actually wants the feminine to know. All right, so let's have a pile of here. We're going to see what these say. I have them flipped over, so I haven't seen them yet. Let's see. Interesting. It says, I'm working on me right now. Yeah, this is what I was seeing here. The masculine wants the feminine to know that the masculine is working on himself right now. He's trying to figure all of these things out, his feelings, his next actions. And the next one says, I tried to run from our love, but our souls crave this magic. Okay, so again, this is the masculine really understanding that the masculine has run from this connection. I think the masculine in, all of this realization is coming to the understanding that, there's been a running from the connection here. And the masculine is saying, I need to work on myself right now. But there is a connection here that I've been running from. This is something that is special, and this is why I need to work on me, because you have to understand that if you don't do the self-work, you cannot be prepared and ready to entertain someone if you haven't done the self-work. And so the masculine understands that now. Now, let's take a look at what the feminine has to say or would want the masculine to know. Okay, we have a big pile here. Let's see what we have. Let's put them all out first and see. Interesting. Okay. Wow. All right. So all right. So what I'm seeing here, okay, for some of you that are in this connection, there's a card here that says there is someone else. All right, so either the feminine understands that there is someone else for her, because this connection clearly is not coming to fruition the way that she would like. But then we also have a card here that says third parties are interfering and manipulating the energies between the connection here. All right, so I feel like for some here, okay, because there's a lot here. This might not be for everyone. Some feminines have literally decided to move on outside of this connection because there's been waiting, there's been uncertainty on the half of the masculine. So I feel like this could be the case for some of the feminines. Now, some of the feminines, what I'm seeing here that says, okay, let's go this way. I feel like some of the feminines feel like they haven't found someone else, but they know that the masculine has been entertaining someone else. So however this resonates in your connection, you want the masculine to know that, there are other people in this connection. For some of you, this could not all be that there's another romantic situation, but there could be other people that are meddling in between this connection or getting into the head of the masculine. All right. Now, because there's so many different case scenarios here, but I also see here, we're going to go with, you know, I crave you like no other. All right. And you make me feel ways I've never felt before. All right. And also, with that being said, it's you. It's always been you. So the feminine is letting the masculine know, like, you're the only one that makes me feel this way, and I crave you like no one else. Like I really really want this connection, and this is a golden opportunity, because the feminine realizes that this connection is something that's representative of pure gold. Like, this could be something solid. This could be something very, very rare, like gold. This could be something so beautiful. But ultimately, the feminine is saying, it's not me, it's you. You are the one that doesn't acknowledge this connection. You are the one that's possibly in third party situations. All right? And this is all the feminine knows. All the feminine knows is that this connection has been real. This connection has been something that the feminine has never experienced before. All right? And some of the feminines are like, this is all that I've known. I haven't explored any other opportunities, but waiting around for the masculine to get it, the feminine is now saying, you know what? There's someone else. I'm going to choose something else. I'm going to look at other options here, because this is the only connection that I've ever known. So again, however that resonates. But at the end of the day, the feminine is like, it's not me, it's you, boo. You are the one that doesn't acknowledge this connection. So this is what each of you want to say to each other, or are thinking or feeling, if you are in a connection and this does resonate. So with that being said, guys, I do still see that, again, the card that says things will not always be this way. A change is coming. So for some of you, there's a change coming in the effect that, you are moving away from this connection, regardless if you are seeking, someone else, or just wanting to be away from the connection. Or for some of you, I do feel like, this is just you walking away to say, I can't do this right now, because I don't know. All I know is that I love you, but I don't know how you feel about me. So if this reading resonated at all, please like, share, comment down below. Subscribe to the channel if you like the reading. If you want to look at other readings that I do have on the channel, please do so. And we're going to pick up next time and see where we're at in this twin flame process. So hang in there, guys. I know it's frustrating, but again, it's up to you. If you feel like, you want to walk away from this connection because it has become, toxic in some, way, shape, or form, I get it. So I hope this gave you clarity. Till next time, guys. Bye-bye.